What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best horse racing show ever. I'm your host, Paul. We got Oaklawn and Gulfstream today. Let's see, where is my shit? I am late though because I'm fucking sick. I wanted a cigar at the last minute. Fuck, I did not sleep last night. Let's see, where's my shit? Where's my shit? There we go. On. Open that up, get my little chat board. Oh, shit. Yeah, I think I'm getting what Kiki got. Fucking fell asleep, but I woke up at like 2 in the morning and couldn't go back to sleep. Rough night. All right, should be all set up with that anyway. Let's just make sure we're on. Get the tic-tac-toe board up. What's up, Blair? How's it going? Boater, what's up? Rent is due on the 2 days before you're evicted. Or actually, fuck, evictions, those take a long time, actually. Actually, you're good. Rent is due, you're good. Fuck, that's right. When I was at that apartment complex, how long did it take for an eviction? I think you had to get behind like fucking 3 months, 4 months. You're good. You're good. You can still gamble. No stress. Rent is due. No stress. He isn't even in the rears. Oh, Marco Lou said, what, 6 months in Canada? Yeah, I don't remember how long it was. I knew it had to be, it probably had to at least be 3 months. I remember you all had tenants that were always on the list. They knew how to work it, you know, pay just pay just enough to keep it going. The owner's brother-in-law was the eviction lawyer. You learned a lot about that place, but the deputies would come. It was fun because people would wait until the deputies came and almost thinking that they were helping them. Yeah, they'd help the shit to the curb or the front lawn of the place, and that was it. They didn't give a shit if you didn't have a moving truck or was there, if it was raining, it did not matter. They just threw the shit out there on the front lawn. That's how all those guys furnish half of the that's how half the guys that work at those places furnish their apartments too. It's hilarious. Yeah, you got to get the court order. Then sometimes the court makes the person work with you a little bit more. The landlord. Uh, that's why when I went into a little bit of real estate with the flips, that's why I didn't want to have rentals. I was like, nah, fucking fix them up and sell them. But I didn't. I never rented a property myself. Dude, it was actually that place. That apartment that I worked at was a high-end apartment. It was fair, and they had real standards. It was pretty high end for, it wasn't a rich person's apartment. You know what I'm saying. I don't know about rich people apartment. I don't know if those are just. It wasn't that, but it was in a very good area, and they did have. There's math for income to rent ratio and not ratio, and they were pretty strict on that. Where other companies were more lenient on how much you made to how much you rented. So it definitely wasn't. We weren't. They weren't slums. What's up, Christopher? And you still had well, when you get like, well, I don't. What did I say? I think there was 1,400 units between the townhouses, the different style of apartments. It was a big complex, fairly big. Let's see, Gulfstream and Oaklawn today. Shit, sometimes on the higher end property, you get more sophisticated people knowing how to work the system better. Let's see, Oaklawn's the other one. Oaklawn didn't cancel, did they? Or is my eyes just not working? Did Oaklawn cancel? Oh, maybe it's just Gulfstream today. I'm not seeing. God, I can't trust my eyes. No one's saying Oaklawn canceled. Let me go to Equine Base. Fuck this. If I'm doing my energy drink at this time, that means I woke up very late. Yep, yep. They had to do all that. The pay stubs, tax returns. Oh yeah, they did that. Employment. I think they had to have an employment letter. And then in the industries, it's like a math ratio, and some are stricter math ratio. From earnings to. Let's see. Why does it look like Oaklawn is not running, or at least on my thing? All right, Oaklawn did cancel. Oaklawn did cancel. All right. All I got is Gulfstream today. Fuck, I hate marking forms and having that happens, but rent is due as a good tenant, pays his rent most of the time. I pay my rent 100% of the time until I don't. All right, so we're gonna have a slowish day, but fuck, I don't care with yesterday. 1 for 4. Hit a huge exact on a press ticket and only played 4 races yesterday. Yeah, I'm off to great start. Fuck, this might be one of the better. Well, I don't know about better races for today, but fuck, I definitely would have been interested in this race more times than not. With it being a dirt race, so wow, they usually don't throw a dirt race in the first race of the day. One's the favorite, huh? I mean, he's lightly raced, so it's hard. Oh, he's kind of stepping up. He started at the bottom, or not the bottom. He started lower than this class. I mean, first race out, I can forgive anything, and I still got that he ran against a speed favoring track, and with him only being 2 to 3 lengths off, that would have been the slowest pace of the day. So that doesn't sound like something you can. I thought it was a speed favoring track, and he got the slowest pace of the day. Him breaking 5 by 2 was already at a disadvantage. Stepped him up in class a little bit next race out against slowest pace of the day, but he was dueling on the front end. I mean, that's for interpretation. Slowest pace of the day is not impressive, but he's lightly raced, might technically not be a front runner. 9 to 5, I'm not getting overpaid. Oh, don't throw away the marks. Yeah, I'm probably not playing Monday, but I don't throw away my marks anyways. I keep them. I keep them because they help me mark the next card. Well, that one wouldn't ever show up though, but I do keep them. Honestly, there's not a lot of form here other than me liking the inside. I mean, I like the hearts on the 5, but I don't like route to sprint. He's only 5 to 1. The ones, I mean, he's on the inside. His running lines, like I said, looks fine. There might be some excuses there. He's not scary. He's not. He's not scary at the same time. I'm not even sure about his level of favoritism. 2's on the inside, that helps, but so far after 4 races, just have 0 speed, and that's also kind of important on the dirt sprints at Gulfstream. What's up, Jennifer? How's it going? Yeah, I guess this is one I'm just gonna let go away. 7, I don't mind the marks, but you know, once you get to 7 on out, it gets really hard to win at Gulfstream. 6 are probably, well, he's also got a class drop, but they're probably betting him off of that well, combined class drop with that big speed figure. I don't know if I trust that speed figure because man, for a relatively big speed figure in this field, I just got that as being a slow pace, matching strides with the slowest winner. I don't know if I completely trust that on a short price. So they're gonna try to do a Monday makeup day. What's up, Jennifer? Steve, what's up, Steve? Oh, only 3 torpedo races today, huh? Well, it's gonna be a slower day with no Oaklawn, but that's all right because fuck, I feel like I'm sick. Fuck, I woke up at 2 this morning, couldn't go back to sleep. Well, finally got back to sleep. It just took forever. Then I woke up at 5. Then I said, fuck it, I'm coming down here. And fuck, of course I worked on Oaklawn. That's now canceled. I went and laid back down at fucking 8 o'clock. I just feel crappy. Crappy. Oh, I didn't notice that the 8 and the 9 are scratched here. That doesn't change my excitement for the race. I say, Renan's dude likes the 156 here. Elaine, what's up, Elaine? Good morning to you too. Oh, and Bentley. Where's the nurse today, Kiki? You mean the one that brought the sickness to the house? She brought this curse upon the land. She's finally getting better. She had it for about 4 days. She was still a little sick last night. But dude, I feel terrible, but in a way, I'm not sure I exactly got it, or maybe I just don't have it as bad as she's had it. She had it bad. Or maybe I'm a hypochondriac with the lack of sleep. I do tend to hypochondriac sometimes. Because I'm always tired. You know, a lot of times you feel run down when you're always tired, so you're always thinking you're coming down with something when you're tired all the time. That's my theory. Yeah, she definitely started feeling better. She probably's fine today. Last night we did a little shorter walk. I still did my walk this morning. I was surprised I was even going to make it through the whole walk. I went out there. I was like, well, I'll do a mile. Then when I got to where I had to turn it off to do a mile, I was like, well, we'll do the mile and a half. Then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And I ended up doing the whole 2.5 mile route. What's up, Gregory? How's it going? And then I still cooked breakfast. And then I started feeling like I was lagging because I wasn't supposed to have a cigar, and that's why I was late because I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get a cigar at the last minute. And Kiki busted me, but I said because I just spent $1,000 in there. So when every you get 10, once you get $1,000, you get 100 dollars back, 10% off, and free shit. So I told Kiki, yeah, I had to go to because I get 10% off now. I get I can work on the free Hyundai. Well, it's not free. It's horse playing logic. You spent 1,000 to actually only spend 900. If you didn't do any of it, you would have been $1,000 ahead. I'm still $900 behind on the cigar purchases in a certain amount of time frame. It's like Kiki when she finds a good sale, but Paul, I'm making money. No, you're not making money. You're not even saving money. What's up, Outbreak? How's it going? I'm the same with my damn cigars, trying to justify. This looks all inside. I think 5 might have been the heart horse towards the inside, but it was a route heart. 4 is a first time starter. Oh no, 3's the first time starter. No, 4 ran. 4 just didn't have sexy marks. I didn't even talk about him because I wasn't that. I do like that it's all inside. Actually, 4 is kind of like the 1. Not sexy marks, lightly raced on the inside. And that's probably enough to make them contenders. You know, he's close to the pace on slow paces. Yeah, he's just like the 1 to me in a way. In fact, I wouldn't be shocked if that last race was the same race now that I'm actually trying to red board just to see how much the race makes sense. Yeah, that was the same race they were coming out of, so they would have at least been the same horse anyways. All right, well, 5 handle business. They got the better exacta home, I think, with the 4 getting second instead of the 1. See, that was a no bet for me. But I don't have a real problem with that race. 500 hearts. I'm not crazy about route to sprint, but I don't mind my best marks winning. What's up, Lloyd? Rockin' Ray, David, how's it going, everybody? Yeah, no one really ran on the outside. Well, I guess just 6 and 7 was on the outside with the 2 scratches. Oh my God. David Venezuela and David Moore. I got to see who that other guy is. I'm not following him like I used to. The Mexican monster. I like him. I like him in a way. I just don't follow it like I used to. I don't know who David Morrell is. Or if I do, I definitely can't place him. Yeah, they're doing the Arthur and Debichi Bivode fight back. I do like both of the Russians. That was a good fight. That fight can change or stay the same. Well, I mean, there's only a couple outcomes that can happen. It was a competitive fight where I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, there's some. Well, most rematches had something competitive. God, it's gonna be really slow today. And tomorrow, what? New York and New York for the next 2 days after this. Oh, I'm starting to feel fucking ooh. My computer feels like I got a lot of stuff open. No, I don't have anything extra open. Okay. What's up, long shot Louie? I don't even remember what I came on here to see. I wanted to look up something on YouTube. Now I don't remember what I was looking up. Was it a fight? I don't remember. Let's see. Exacta paid what? Almost 35 to 1? Let's see. What other tracks are running? Aqueduct about 37 minutes. Fairgrounds even farther away. I guess I'll throw on Parks for a little bit. I got 22 minutes for the next race. Just look at today card. A little early to get all that involved. Let's see, did Gulfstream stay chalky or did they get better later in the day? I think they stayed chalky the entire day yesterday. I think the last race was a race where I had the mispunch ticket, but it doesn't even matter because either way it was shit. and shouldn't have been played. That was just on a time. I think that was the last race. The only race that I could think about was that 50-1 that I thought was value that I didn't play. Let me at least look at the results. Was that the only race worth having yesterday at Gulfstream? I know there wasn't much. All I could think of was that race that was good. What? You want to drop out? You want to take my poop too? Kiki's going to be a poop delivery girl. She got to take Bentley's sample. My sample got to be mailed away when I finally make it. She's going to be quite the poop delivery expert. Yeah, I didn't touch it. I don't. I seen it and I figured that's why it was there for some reason. Maybe I heard you talking about he needed a sample. Yeah, I didn't put it in the container. I just left it alone. I don't even remember that. There was a $20 exact. That might have been the second biggest exact all day. Yeah, this was a race that I was thinking of that was obviously would have been good. And that was the me getting the number. Yeah, that was it. It was all chalky except for I bet a $20 exacta was the second biggest ticket there yesterday. Exacta wise. What's up, Disco? How's it going, man? What are you playing today? How's it going? Ooh, 7 really came over the top over there. This is going to be a nice ticket if you got it at Park 734? 734? Mm-mm-mm. Long shot, Louis, looking at 6 at Mahoney Valley. Let me see. I got a lot of time. I'll probably, if that's going to go in the gate, I can watch that too. Mahoney Valley? Where's Mahoney Valley? 0 minutes? Yeah, that's going to be in the gate. You like the 6 there? Oh. Oh, man. I need a fast day today. They are off and running over there at Mahoney. Let's see, I'm still going through. So I got a turf sprint as long as they're on the turf. Well, I might actually not mind this Gulfstream card, maybe. In theory, I'm going to like it. Bunch of sprints, bunch of dirt races. In theory, I'm going to like it. That doesn't mean it always works out. Sometimes these in theory cards get me in more trouble than I deserve, or than they deserve to get me in, or whatever I want to say. Yeah, but it looks like a card that Well, I mean, unless, everything is just obvious and favored and tickets suck. In theory, it looks like a card that I'm going to like. But then again, in theory, the first race of the day was a race that I looked like was a race that I probably was going to play, and that didn't work out either. I didn't crash, did I? No, I'm still going. Let's see, on break 236 at Mahoney. Or at Parks, not Mahoney. Or Mahoney then Parks. Everybody's getting confused. All right, good. Oh, 14 minutes and counting. God, I want to go to sleep right now. Oh, she didn't take Bentley to the vet with her. Let's see, we're going to have a 7-horse field, no scratches. Oh, and I did the. What is the next race? So that's going to be a Topeka Sprint to Topeka Sprint. Let me get the scratches there in case I want to get really, well, not really creative with a double, just in case I want to play a double. Did I double click? I think I did. Both of those look like no scratches. Oh, your dog's barking because Bentley's barking? I don't know what he's barking at. Bentley's not much of a barker. He barks when he got shit to say. There he goes. Huh. I'm seeing a lot of route speed in this race. Oh, yeah, $16,000 claimers. Right now we got 2 favorites in the 3 and the 4, huh? And then there's a pay raise gap. Why do I never notice shit like this when I go to a track? They got a trophy room or a Hall of Fame or something. Is that at Gulf? That's got to be at Gulfstream. Why have I never noticed that? Have I noticed that? Oh no, I never been there. That's the Racing Museum Hall of Fame. Fuck, don't let Twin Spires or fucking Stronach Group get a hold of it. It might be flattened out in a few years. But it might be. They might have a need for a parking lot for somewhere for the Waffle House. I don't like Hall of Fames, man. I went to the National Football Hall of Fame and the Hockey Hall of Fame. The track and shoot, yeah. I was telling Kiki about that. Yes, yes, that's what you want in case you ever got the sport popular again. Yes, you definitely you want to take the Michigan Millionaires game plan and build a track in the middle of a cornfield because yes, farmers are known for coming and gambling at the racetrack. Pinnacle. The track that lasted, I don't know, maybe 3 years total, that only handled about $20,000 a day. Let's build it where no one lives. That was his game plan. He even said it was kind of near our airport. That moron even said, you know what, people are going to fly and have a layover and come to the track. That has never happened. That thought has never in the history of time ever been on anyone's lips. We got a layover, let's head to the racetrack. That has never happened. That will never happen. I guarantee that has never happened in the history of anything. We got a layover, let's go to the track, dear. Dude, he could have just gave me $1 million to tell him not to do it, and he would have been way ahead. I guarantee those words were never uttered. What, sorry to tell me that she's going to sell the land? Yeah, probably. Oh, you did? Wait. Yeah, Arlington Park's not that far from the racetrack. How long was your layover? All right, maybe I'm wrong. You would have been. Did you ever go to Pinnacle? Yeah, that's right where we lived over there. I know exactly the area you're talking about. The airport is right by Rosemont where Kiki worked at. So we were a subdivision, not a subdivision, a suburb over or two. And then Arlington's, I don't know, Arlington's maybe about 8 miles from the airport, 10 miles from the airport at the most. Big difference. Arlington did have established history. You know, Pimlico, I think opening day, you could not find a parking spot for fucking like, dude, it was like a mile walk. And I was like, oh my God, people really love horse racing. And then you looked at the handle for the day. So I don't know. They had, dude, they must have had, I don't, it's hard to count a crowd. Dude, I had to guess. They, I mean, it was shoulder to shoulder. They didn't have facilities. But I do know the handle was $20,000 opening day. So I'm just going to do some Paul math and don't let facts get in the way. The average handle per person was about a quarter to 50 cents, if that was the case. Making a morning flight to Chicago, then a late night flight. Well, so you planned it. So you planned your layover. Okay, fair enough. Someone did it. Disco did it. Yeah, dude. I did not want to move when we moved back here. But then, dude, I would have. Let's just say Kiki agreed to stay there. The day they closed down Arlington, I would have had for sale sign and been moving back here because that was the only reason why I liked Chicago and wanted to live there. As soon as Arlington closed, I'd be on the way back. That was the only plus side from Chicago to Michigan for me. All right, let's see where we're at. Three's one of the favorite, and three's like the five last race. Great marks. Well, other than being a winner and having a few more running lines, but the hearts, just route to sprint. Is there a class drop there too? It feels like a little easier competition. Four's the other favorite. I'm not so sure how scared I am of the four. He's a stalker at the best. I'm looking for speed and stalkers at the Tapeta. He's a stalker at the best, but he's on kind of the back end of being a stalker. Let's see, 4 races ago I got him slow, average, average. That would have been a little lower level. Then he was slow, 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 but chasing the slowest pace of the day. And he's not really a front runner, so I could actually think that that's a sneaky okay race. And he gets an early pressing day. It was a closer that day, again being slow, average, average. Let's see what else is here. Both of these favorites could be a little flawed here if two got some nice marks on the inside. He at least fits with the early speed, but it feels like he might be a hold your breath at the top of the stretch. One's a horse with a lot of routes. I'd probably say I don't think the one should be 25 to 1. I'm probably at least comfortable thinking that way. He should be long, but probably not 25. Five's interesting because I think the favorites, I don't have a, in a way, I don't have a problem and wouldn't be shocked if the 3 or 4 wins. They just both feel a little flawed to me. Yeah, five, I definitely like that hard two back. Feels like he got some speed and belongs. Six, I don't mind the heart two back. He's God. Some of these horses are feeling the same. And seven almost feels like the three and the four. Been running good enough to where he wouldn't shock me. There's a class drop there, so I got a feeling everyone's going to be roughly 15% here. That's just what this almost feels like to me. Let me just see what that looks like. See if that's how many points I got, or do I got more points? Let me just start there. All right, so I'd have 23 points, 23 extra points. Two doesn't need anymore. One doesn't need anymore. Three and four, I'm still trying to figure out what their advantage is. Right now it's shaping up that one and two are overlays. Three and four, I still gotta decide. Five right now would be priced right. Six right now would be at a little overlay. I think this could be a good race to play. I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time separating and deciding if I have a possible edge anywhere. It does make sense that two, two at the most is 15%. Two feels like he's either 15% or 5 to 1 or 7 to 1 to me. Three, I'm probably more worried about the three being better than the four better than the three in a way. Four, I don't feel like he has any real advantage over the five. He beat the six, but that was 2 races back when the six was going too fast to win. So I would be upgrading. So he doesn't have a real advantage over the six, but they're close. When seven's almost like the four. God, dude, I probably just spend these points equally, and I probably really don't have a play unless the math gets better somewhere. But it doesn't look like it. So I got, let's see, the two and the one doesn't get any more points. So it's just what, the 5 horses? So 23 divided by 5 is like 5 points each. So am I just breaking this down and saying they're all 20%? And I wouldn't be betting anyone under 4 to 1 for a win? Yeah, I'm a little over, but by 2%, I'm not going to worry about that. So I guess in this race, 6 and 5, 2 and 1 are the value in a way. And seven's just not as high as an over. I'm out this race. I've really worked with this race, but don't have a real opinion. The race actually feels really competitive to me. I don't think I'm mentally trying to stay out of the race either. What's up, Daddy? Does Jesse? It depends on does his ponytail does his curls look glorious? What are you rated on how his man bun looks for a given day? The nicer the man bun looks, the more juice is out there. Let's see. Disco hates the 2. Marco Lou likes the 3 as a lone. Wow, lone A on the 3. Okay. Let's see. Disco really likes the 7 with the 6-7. Oh, double. Mac and Company likes the 2 here. I like the 2, but I couldn't give him any more points. He's still the value. And I either got him, like I said, I either got him at 15% or 5 to 1 or 7 to 1, 12%. So he's either, in my head, he's either still a 3-point overlay or a 1-point overlay. I guess that makes right now the way they're betting it, nine's the biggest overlay. That's not the one. The one has the smallest chance, but probably the. Did one just take a ton of action, by the way, or am I just? Yeah, I mean, I'm actually got the screen in the third race when I was looking at the doubles because I was never. Oh, next race we're gonna have Smart Jenny. Boy, this is shaping up to be the two best overlays right now. I wouldn't mind having a play right now. They might get caught, but 2 got the lead by himself, and 6 is the only one in range. That's probably the best fucking ticket I could have created. I don't know if it's a winning ticket. 2 looks like the winner. Uh-oh, 2's getting short. 2, 7, 3. 7 was the getting the 7 and the 6 mixed up. Yeah, was it like I said, I wasn't really sure. The edge on the 3 and the 4. Daddy's booming, 75 to 1 exacta. Nicely done. Dude, that almost felt like a race that I was supposed to be in, but at the same time, I didn't really think it was a spot. I thought it was a good race. I probably needed to decide the real stand on the 3 and the 4 there, really. And in a way, I still like the betting line saying that they were no different than the 5, 6, and 7, because that gets me off of thinking that they're must use or keys. 2 and 6 were still the two most likely horses I would have keyed off there. Today, so much shit. Oh, Twitter was bitching about prices. Yeah, it wasn't a good card yesterday, but that's part of the fucking game. Like I bitch about short prices just as a bad product, but I also I would never go on. Well, I go online because I do a show. But if I didn't do a show, I wouldn't feel that it was necessary for me to bitch about prices online. Oh, nice call. By the way, Mackey Company. Who was mushing your 2? I liked your 2. Oh, Disco didn't like the 2. Yeah, because 2 had speed. 3 and 4, I wasn't. 3, 4, and 7, I thought lacked speed. I thought they, especially the 3 and 4, were flawed. But at the same time, didn't have a problem if they won. Yeah, like I was in a weird spot there. Weird spot. Didn't couldn't. I kept thinking the race was good, which it was, but at the same time, I couldn't quite get it to where I thought it was all that betting. I think 2 and 6 was probably going to be the keys, though. I think if I played, I hit the exacta, but I wanted to feel comfortable until the 2 got that lead. Let's see. Christopher's booming. Mac and Company should be booming. Nice price on the 2, so that's already a better product than yesterday. It's already a better product. Well, unless you had that 6-8 exacta. That was the only race. If you had that race yesterday, you're not complaining about the product yesterday. If you had the 266 to 1 exact, I think it paid, you're not complaining about yesterday. Gulfstream. You think 3 and 4 has speed there? Wait, there? 4 does not have speed to me. 4 is a stalker at the best. If you're talking about Gulfstream, just the way I look at how I determine, which is different. And 3, 3's a speed and stalker at a route, but I hate him I hate a route to sprint. 2, I thought was the only horse that had to get the lead. 5 could have challenged for the lead, but he went wire to wire once, tried maybe twice, but more often than not, he's a stalker. 6 is more often than not a stalker, and 7's definitely a stalker. The way I would have labeled them there. And the only reason why the two is 5 to 1, I said 5 to 1 was the best price I could get him. He's either 5 to 1 or 7 to 1. And that's just because he went down in class for the last couple of races where he might have been, and he didn't even win them, but he did earn a heart. Where does he, class might have been the issue on him where I had to be like, yeah, he couldn't have been, he wouldn't have been in the main group. I was saying, buy stocks booming 19 to 1. Where are you playing at? Where are we seeing 19 to 1s? Got to be Parks or Mahoney? $19 to 1 winner or 19 to 1 exacta? Either way, nicely done. Let's see, could have been Mahoney with a 3, but that he would have had to have an exacta there. And I don't see what it was at Parks. Or maybe it was somewhere else that I'm not paying attention to. Five-star Fran? What's a five-star Fran? Oh, five-star Fran at Park. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the last results and thinking it couldn't have been there. Oh, you're at Parks, the 2 horse, 19 to 1. Nicely done. Yeah, I'm looking at the second race result and seeing the 7, and I was like, well, that's not 19 to 1. Yeah, nice call. Buy stocks. Let's see, buy stocks, Christopher and Mac and Company. Looks like they all hit something nice just in the last what, 15 minutes or so? Oh, wait, what's up, Attila? Who else is sliding in here? Thaddy, if I missed you. What's up, Rex, if I missed you? I think I got everyone else. Sam, I'm just gonna have a lot of time in between races and fuck. It's not good when I'm not feeling good to have that much time. I need to be quick. Or I need to have a score like I did yesterday to get the adrenaline pumping early. Let's see, is New York getting ready to run? We should be watching New York. Yeah, New York's running. I can watch New York because the next 2 days is going to be New York with Gulfstream. In fact, Sunday's going to be rough because I'm already behind on all my marking shit. Yeah, New York's just a 5 horse field at the Duck. Yeah, we did the whole walk, and I didn't think I was going to because I wasn't. Yeah, that is the sun made a big difference. Is why I continued. It was so nice. We even did the walk towards Loki House because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to go around the block. Then I was like, fuck, I guess I'll do the mile. Then I was like, I can do the mile and a half. Everything I was like, I'm going to cut it off at the next section. And we ended up doing the whole walk just because it was so sunny. Plus Bentley's in such a good mood while he's out there walking that it's like, yeah, fuck it. I'm miserable, but he's having a good time. Plus the sun feels just great after it being gray so many days. And it was so mild, I didn't even have to wear my hat or my hoodie, and I'm fucking bald, so it was really mild out there for me to be sweating. What is the temperature? It's still icy out, so it still has to be below freezing. Oh, it's actually 40 right now, so it's heating up. Yeah, maybe it just didn't start taking the. Oh, I didn't realize it was 40. Holy shit. I could go out there in shorts. I'm hardy. I'm a hardy motherfucker. I could go out there and put on the shorts. Oh, it was probably, maybe it was like 35 when I was out there a few hours ago then. Some of them do. The ones I talk to do. The doctor moved though. The doctor guy that always brings up on the show that came over here after the Kentucky Derby, talking about what was it? The year that what was his name? Epicenter got second and got upsetted by what's his name? He comes over and was like outraged, and I'm like, why are you outraged? Well, the favorite lost. I was like, okay, 20 horse field, and I had to explain that the horse had a 20% chance to be 4 to 1 in a 20 horse field, 80% chance to lose, and he's like, oh, so it's not that big of an upset. I go, not to anyone that's smart. Well, what about the long shot being a bomb and winning? I was like, hey, shit happens in a big field. But as far as being outraged about a favorite at 4 to 1 losing a race, no, sir, don't be outraged. He got a. They're telling you. Listen to what the odds are telling you. He has an 80% chance to lose. That's what he did. Mission accomplished. I said, so all the other horse, including Richie Strike, made up that 80% to different degrees. Oh, okay. So you're not upset about it? No, I think it's hilarious. I wish I had him. I wish I had him. Oh, I got a couple neighbors that I got one that says his son wants to talk to me because he's a sports bettor, and I was like, so he's a moron off the bat. I said, sorry, sir, I can't fix stupid. And he just laughed. Yeah, he's into fucking sports betting getting killed. I was like, yeah, yeah. but not too many. Actually, one of the neighbors is son supposedly, I don't know, a fairly big shot at Saratoga, supposedly. But who knows? I mean, that could just mean you're the top restaurant manager at Saratoga, right? He didn't really tell me exactly what he was, but he's like, yeah, he works for Naira and but I never met his son. I don't even know if his son might not even come to Michigan very often. Paul's the neighborhood bookie. No. They're all doing. They all talk about what they're doing on fucking FanDuel or whatever. They dabble in sports a little bit. I don't know anyone that taking it all that serious. The doctor was dabbling, but not, taking anything serious. Dude, when you get me talking, you can just tell when I'm talking to a non-gambler because their eyes just roll up in the back of their head. They just give the look of a fucking White Walker. Dude, because I can start right away from going 0 to 100 about probabilities, and you just instantly I'll try to explain what I'm doing, and their eyes just fucking roll back. They have a soulless look after a while. No, not in my neighborhood, Jennifer. Not in my neighborhood. That's for the poors. I don't live in Detroit. I live outside of Detroit in a decent neighborhood. Let's see, but a huge crime did happen in my neighborhood. Jimmy Hoffa disappeared. This is. I live on the part of town, so there's two part of town on the mob strongholds. Except we're not a big mob culture, but supposedly the tacos are on the east side, I guess, in a very nice subdivision. I always miss that one. And this would have been like the Jewish, I guess the Jewish mafia side of things. Of course, right where Hoffa disappeared. But it's not the same as New York culture, like where you grow up and it's like mob neighborhood. You just some of the famous ones were living in some houses around this area. Semi, affluent. I mean, shit, I'm surrounded by nothing but mansions. We're like in the poor part of our neighborhood. I mean, we're surrounded by sick ass mansions around us, but we're in like that old colonial style neighborhood. The old colonials with the big pillars. It was a high end neighborhood. What, in the '80s, it was probably a big deal. Mostly professionals. It's like we got a lot of like doctors, lawyers as they're starting out, but then they get to like the doctor I'm talking about. This was like his house after he became a doctor, going through school, and then he moved up another level. Like this is West Bloomfield, so Bloomfield is more prestigious than West Bloomfield. Then you got I'm a brokey, so I don't even pay attention to the higher levels up there. I'm trying to think of the really nice area that, they got small houses, but they're all fucking crazy expensive just because of the mailing address. What fucking, that's a couple miles away. That would be better. Ooh, fucking, New York got some small cards today. Four horse field going in the next field. Eh, let's see, another full field. Well, full field of seven. So far, the results were not bad, and I guess they were fairly catchable in a way. Let's see, but we got a lot of 4-1 and under in this race. So on the tote board, it definitely looks like a competitive field the way they're betting it with four horses. Actually, you can even say five horses are 5-1 and under. They only got on the board one horse that they're almost disregarding. My guess would be kind of a competitive field unless oh, not great marks. Hold up, what is this? $8,000 Tapeta Sprint? Wow, really a lot of slow action going on here. Let's see, four's the favorite. Wow, we keep getting in every race so far, we're getting one of those questions. A heart horse that earned it at a route. Let's see, he's dropping in class, and that was his only route race. So I could look at him like he's actually a sprinter. But then his sprints aren't that crazy scary in a way. 4 races ago, I got a speed favoring track. He came out one tick slower than the fastest winner. Then the pace got a little bit slower. He was actually going too slow to win after that. I'm just noticing at the second call, he was only 2 lengths behind. So that must have been fast first call, then maybe the slowest of the day for the second call on the speed favoring day. 3 races ago, just average, slow, still at a higher level. 2 races ago, just on the average side, higher level. And then he earned the hearts at a route. Well, sprinters, if they want, if they're trying to go to lead, could go too fast to win and still not. I don't know. I'm not that scared of them. Wow, there's a lot. Are all of these slow race coming off of the same January 3rd? No, there a couple of them are. Let's see, these horses are running together. There's January 3rd, December 19. There's December 19. There's January 3rd. January 3rd. Yeah, a lot of these horses are coming. Let's see, seven's making a crazy, kind of a big drop here. Wow, everyone just has so many slow races. Huh. This race is this race actually feels competitive, and it's almost like the last race where I'm not sure where I'm at. Honestly, so many horses are coming off that January 3rd. I can tell I'm already having a hard time with this race too. Uh-oh. Circle of Death? Why did my Circle of Death then? I'm gonna look up that document. I gotta dig in this race because right now I don't have marks to justify me on anybody really. Unless I can interpret that January 3rd race and yeah, that was just an early pressing day. And what happened is one race was quite a bit faster than the other ones. And everybody else, the other two races were close. Sometimes I got to look at the profile that day. And so I'm looking at, especially that January 3rd, I don't think that justified just looking at it like that was slow, slow, slow of a race, even though that's what it rated that day. In a way, I almost think that I should be upgrading the horses that kind of closed into that or stalked into that. That would be the one, the three. Yeah, they all kind of stalked into that. The winner went wire to wire and got a pace that was good for him. Five chased. Well, three's actually a good price. If I said I could get to the three a little bit, he actually stays good for me. Seven almost feels like a damned if you do. I think if I'm pulled into this race, three is the horse that I gotta try to make something happen with. Three, I think, is the only one. And two races ago, I got him in a route, but that was a bad rail. He ran at least with a couple of horses before and ran good enough. He's just at a price where, man, he's at least worth 8% to me. The other horses probably aren't that different. It's just who I'm willing to use and not. I'm probably willing to use probably quite a few with him. The one, the two. It could almost be everyone in a way. I want to use the 1275. The rest of the horses are kind of hard to split. Seven could be, if he's right, he's probably the horse that I would have as the favorite, but I'd have a lukewarm favorite. No, not 18%, 28%. Six, I probably say is priced right. But the rest of the horses are really hard to separate. The five, four, I'm not sure either way. Dude, I think I'm gonna play the three with those. Bet the three to win because I think there's a chance I can miss the exact even if the three wins. And I think I'm even interested in a 125 exacta. I can't think of anything else right now. This is going to be a poke bet, but if I'm right, I think it's a good one. Whoa, I can't click on that 7. And then I want the 1, 2, 5 in a 3-horse box. I think that 3-horse box is still good. Let's see, 1, 2, 5. Submit it. I got to check it after I bet it though. Yeah, 1, 2, 2, 1 honestly isn't as much. Actually, that's not as good as I thought. Those are all 25 to 30 to 1. I need the 3. I'm not going to have a real score if it's the 1, 2, 5 because I'm not pressing that. I thought those combinations could have been better. I didn't have time to price that. Well, I probably did. I just sat around. 3 can't keep up. I didn't think 3 should be that far back. I think I got to root for the 1, 2, 5 and just move on from here. If I can get that home. Three's coming up the rail. Is he coming fast enough? Yeah, I got to root for the 1, 2, 5, or really the 2, 5 because 2 went. Well, there might not be much difference. 2 went down to 2 to 1. That's not going to be a boom. It'll be a winning ticket, but it's not going to be a boom. I mean, all of those combinations were 25 to 1, but I got a feeling the 2 took all the late money. I got a feeling that could turn to shit, even bigger shit than I thought. It did. 2, 1 went down to 17 to 1. Oh, wow. And 2, 5 went down to 18 to 1, so they definitely dropped. Yeah, I was in better position. Wow, make a little bit of money, but it's 100% not a boom. Actually, it's more of a bad, more than a bad long term than anything. Let's see, I got 80, 60, and 20 in the race. 20 on the win, 80 for the. So what am I going to make? If it pays $17, I'm going to get 170 back on a 80, 60. That's 140. I think that's going to be break even, maybe a $10 profit, just a bad overall bet. I'd rather have not even played the 3-horse box and just lost 100 for long term. I mean, someone's going to say that it's better to break even or make $10, but in a way, it's not. I was just looking at the odds, thinking at those odds when the 1 and the 2 were 4 to 1, 9 to 2, and the 5 was 6 to 1. I was thinking it was going to pay 30, 35 on the 3-horse box. It was just mostly out of time for that bet. Well, second race off a layoff, was that on the 2? Oh yeah, I missed that. I just decided that 19th race wasn't that bad. Wasn't that big of a believer in a 4. 7, I thought should be a lukewarm favorite if if he wasn't dropping to get rid of right now. I'd probably after that race probably just think he was dropping to get rid of, possibly. Let's see, if 3 would have got second, I would have been happy with that. That would have went down to what I thought went down from below to what I thought it would, but it would have been okay for that situation. That would have been $52. I say long shot Louis Kabooming with the press. Oh, plus a 52 to 1 winner. Nicely done. Where's that? Parks? Whoa, is that the same track you got the 19 to 1 in the race before? Ooh, whoa, wow, you're a Parks master over there. We could have had that double too, huh? Nicely done. Wait, am I reading that exacta right? I think you did better on the exacta, didn't you? Or am I reading something wrong? I got the exacta paying 110. I think you shortchanged your own exacta. No, I did not rat zip Vinny out. I am not a rat. I did not do it. I was actually hoping that he could get away with it forever. To see if I could tip my toes back in. No, I did not rat him out. What, did he start to feed and feed it? I noticed yesterday he didn't have his whole thing of catalog of videos up there like he did before, and I thought, oh, that might have been the sign. Yeah, YouTube just got a good algorithm for that. Let's see, how do I say your name? What's up, guys? I'm new to horse racing. Any tips? We're gonna break down the race as best as I can. I'm not a touter or tip guy. I can teach you how to, you can learn how to look at races and how to think to be able to get an edge. But as far as selections, there's no right or wrong way on selections, in a way. Betting ticket constructions, yes, we can argue that, but I can't tell you. I can tell you what I think the horse is worth, but as far as that, how do I say that name? How do I say that name though? So I just got one track today, so I'm gonna be slower today. I'm only able to look at one track because one of them canceled, but well, I'll write down the bets that I'm doing. I'll write down if I'm playing. I don't even play every race. It's pronounced Eustace. 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 Hopefully I said that right. What's up? Welcome to the show, man. And there's people in the chat room that are playing all different tracks if you're just looking for picks. A lot of good players out there. Yeah, so if you're brand new to horse racing, it's a tough learning curve. It's a complicated game, but it's a simple game at the same time. It's hard to explain. So I'm just gonna give you an idea about success rate. I hope to be right 20% of the time. So I'm gonna be wrong 80% of the time that I'm betting a race. And I'm not trying to be right any more than that. But with me being right 20% of the time, I expect to be profitable. And that's the only thing that's important to me. Yeah, so favorites, I'm supposed to lose. So if you're there looking for favorites, the most likely winner, I am supposed to lose on those days. That's not what I'm looking for. So I believe this game is about big scores for a relatively little amount of money. So it's almost, the newer you are, the more, in my experience, you're going to be, everything that you want to do is basically wrong for long-term success. You know, might be right for a winning ticket on a given day, but that's not important. Well, favorites always got small odds, and the math is the problem on them. You don't lose because this is going to sound confusing. You don't lose because of your losers in a gambling game. You lose because of bad math on your winners. So I'm trying to avoid bad math on my winners. I don't have a problem with the losers, but I'm trying to have really good math on my winners. But welcome to the show, man. We're on basically 5 days a week, so we got a lot of content out there. Yesterday was a good day for me. I had only 4 plays or 4 races that I played. Hit 139 to 1 exact on a press ticket. So that, you know, that's what I'm looking for. Margaloo says you lose because you run out of money. But if you never run out of money, you'll always win. You can expect to learn how to think to give yourself an advantage if you're willing to follow it. You can learn what would be important in a game that we're playing against each other. You know, you'll learn about if you're closed minded and you just want to win for now, you probably won't hang around long. You're from South Africa? We got a few South African players. So you're playing with the bookies over there. That I do know. You're playing with the bookies. No, Lloyd, you technically don't have to have a big bankroll to do what I do. You don't have as many pokes as I do. I didn't come to the track with a big bankroll. When I win, when I win, I buy a bigger bankroll. You don't get as many pokes. Fuck, I wish I was only betting 100 a race. I wish that was the case some days. In fact, the smaller your bankroll is, the more things you should be doing right instead of wrong. The biggest ROI I had in a single race is kind of an unfair example because it was an $18 ticket for 60 some thousand, but it was a gift from the heavens. It was nothing I did there. And it's a bet that I only played twice. So yeah, it's a very unfair example for the biggest. What's up, Bodrick? How's it going? But usually it's a few hundred, 500, 400. It varies. It varies. Could be as low as 100. Sometimes less than 100. It just depends on what I'm poking and what I think it's worth. Generally, every hit I'm trying to get a relative score, of, 1,000 to a couple thousand, a few thousand back, hoping to hit maybe 5 races in a week, you know. We have percentage of your bankroll. It's like Marco Lou. I laugh at the sports better saying 2 or 3%, but two or 3% is right for a horse player. I probably roughly always allow, although I don't scale it up all the time, but from the starting one, there's 50 losing tickets of the same bet. Although I don't bet the same every race. Where sports bettors I laugh at because I don't know why they're saying 1 or 2% because I don't know how you can go on a roll that bad. Horse racing, yes, you can lose 50 races in a row. And not every opinion is worth the same amount either. So it's never just 50 in a row I have to lose because I've never had 50 races in a row that I bet the exact same amount. Let's see, Fairgrounds looks like all inside, but it looks like a nothing result. It looks like it's going to be the big favorite over maybe second or third choice. Not much going on there. Tuner's been here for over a year and still learning. Yeah, we got a slow day. So I usually, it looks like I got picks and a lot of stuff on my form, but I only need, so that's just me transferring my notes. So I'm looking at the races for the first time with you guys. So when I start to break down Gulfstream, and it's time to look at Gulfstream, I'll break it down. I'll try to do my percentages and a betting line. That's what I'm doing on the side. Then I'm trying to make bets with that. So handicapping is just pricing, and betting is knowing what you can do with the prices. So it's a slow process, though. The newer you are, it should be a slower process. Protect your, protect your money. Get an idea before you before you jump all in, because if you the faster you jump in, the faster you're going to be gone, more than likely. We want to help you with the learning curve, but that's about as all I can offer on this show. Let's see, we got a turf sprint. I definitely want to look at turf sprints. Speed is everything. You got to be on the lead or within 3 lengths of the lead by the first call. They're only wiring 60% of the races. That's a little high because that's not it's more like 50. That was a small sample. Closers are winning. I just know it. Closers are winning 5% of the time, so we're anti-closer. Let's see, but we got, what we got? 35,000 on the turf. Let's see, the 5 is a favorite. 5 has the right running style. He's just annoying because I got a bunch of one race samples. First race out, right running style. Fractions look fine for first time race. That generally what we expect there. He just wasn't good enough, barely lost. Next race, he was going too fast to win. Comes back, another race, one race sample, that looks fine. And then a speed favoring track, couldn't get the lead. I got to look at the second choice. Second choice is the 4. All he ran in was a one race sample. I don't have a real problem with his running lines. Yeah. Dre got the right running style, but man, he has to improve. He has to improve so much. I'm not a big believer in him. I would need a huge price. Two's technically quick enough to probably fit the profile as a stalker. Last race he ran against the speed favoring track. Doesn't really get the lead, but he should be within 2. I'm going to have him as a little bit of value right now. One might have some value here. He'd have to improve. He's only been on the turf once. That was 2 races ago on a speed favoring track. He's going to be value at that price. And he's probably what can get me involved in the race, because right now, if it's just the 2, the 4, and the 5, there's very limited stuff I can do. Seven, I'm going to have priced right. 8 being a first time starter, you guys know that I don't do any handicapping on them. I just ignore them. I need a big price. I don't mind that 4 and 5 are taking the bulk of the money, but they're not good enough for me to just by themselves. I got to have combinations with them. 6, I'm not sure. I'm just going to have them as a little bit of value. These two horses get the bulk of the points. One is the most interesting. Two and seven, I might be able to do something else with. I'll price that with the 4-5, but I doubt it if that looks completely good. 2-7, I'm probably willing to pay for. And I think this is going to be a smaller bet for me. Let's see, 4-2 is not worth playing. 5-2 is not worth playing. 5-7 is not worth playing, or 7-5, or yeah, 5 and 4-7. This can't be turned around. Could it be played on top? Two, 5, I'm not willing to play. That's only 15 to 1. 2-4, I'm still willing to play. Seven, 4, I'm willing to play. But neither of those two horses on top of the 5 is worth anything, so that's getting thrown away. Let's see, I might want to get rid of this ticket and just change it a little bit to the best ticket I can make with them. Let's see, and 7 is priced right, so I can't do a win bet on him, and 2 is priced right, so I can't do a win bet on him. Only horse I could do a win bet is on the 1. That looks like all I think I can do, so I'm not interested in that. Yeah, and 5. If 5 runs first and second, unless it's the 1 with them. I'm just willing to lose on those. Those aren't paying enough to be worth it. Do I want to press a horse out of this 3-horse exacta box? I want to try to make that a little bit better. It'd be the 2. I might try to get this down a little bit more to make the ticket overall better. Get that from a 6-base combination to a 4-base combination. Come on. Let's see, I got to get that box. What was that? 1, 2, 7 in a box. And one with the, yeah, the win ticket, and the one is the only one I want with the win ticket. What's up, Attila? Attila likes the 2 horse to win. The stuff I say under my breath is the best things I say. What's up, man? Got to be willing to lose to win in this game. Give me a good break on the one because mostly everything goes through the one. I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, how did that work out? Fuck, I need the 4 in second. 2-5, I can't. Oh, it's going to be 5-2-6. I thought 2 was going to hold on there. Nice fucking finish there. We had a lot of horses with a shot there. 6 going to outrun his odds. I thought the 5 won live. Now I'm not sure. On that photo, it looks like 2-6-5. 2-6 would be a good exact to 2-5. I couldn't have played that. I priced that one out. That was bad. 2 I got at the right price, so I couldn't have bet him to win if he won. I'm going to like my betting board. I'm not going to mind the way I played that race. 2-5-6. I'd rather lose. Of those 6, some days I key off the 6 and the 1. I was actually going to say that out loud. I know I didn't say that. But you guys know how I play, the people that watch. Yeah, 2-5 was, I could play 2-4, but I couldn't play 2-5 because 2-5 was paying single digits when I looked at it. 15 to 1. It wouldn't have justified all those combinations and Vander, what's up, man? Yeah, 2-6 would have been a good one. 2-5's not so good. You're super lost. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Let's just say this. I did a good job with the betting board. It's a result that I could not justify betting with the way I seen the race. It's a result that made a lot of sense that wasn't paying enough for what I did. So it's so hard to explain it. I'm gonna have fun trying to explain it. And fuck, since you're talking, I gotta look back at your name. I gotta look back to see how you pronounce that name because you said I said it right, but I'm not gonna remember because I'm not that smart, man. Let me look at that one more time and try to remember it. Let's see, you gave me a pronunciation. Where is that? Eustace. 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 Nice finish. Nice finish, though. Let's see. David disagrees. David said for that exact, he's happy with that, and that's all. That's all for each handicapper. So to me, I would have been out of bounds betting the two to win. If you had a better opinion of the two, then it's a better bet. What's up, David, by the way? So on my betting board, these are the chances here. These are the acceptable odds in red. I can bet anything that's over the acceptable odds. So that's why I bet the one to win and keyed off the one because he's the most upside, even though I'm wrong about him. Two was the right price and actually is kind of tied with second choice. 4 and 5 I had as top choice, but they are below their odds of being profitable. 6 ran a nice race. He's I think he was 30-1. 11-1 was acceptable, so I could have keyed off of him, but that wouldn't have helped me trying to be first and second.